let's talk about the Ruination event and how that was a fucking failure. If someone tells me that it's not, let me know in the comment section down below. I'm very interested. I will be giving you my take on the whole event. And getting right off the gate, I love the idea. Across all of their games, trying to do this event of the Shadow Isles invading the whole world is freaking awesome. How they did it got super lame as time progressed. Because they released Viego, they had this whole game plan. They even had like a cinematic where they showed you the team, and nothing came out of it. Like, we still don't even have the game, and instead they sent out a bunch of I think they sent 3 other games called Riot, like from Riot Reforged, where there's a bunch of indie games making their games, and they're all just like kind of like trash games that don't like lead to anything but just fun small little mobile games, it feels like, for people to play. That's like my first impression of it. I'm gonna do a deep dive, so don't worry, I'll watch their introductory videos and everything. But right now, Ruination really sucked as it ended. And I think the event ended when Arcane event started. So just so you know my timeline, we got Viego. So we got Viego. What's the doll's name? Oh shoot, Gwen. We got Gwen, Arkshan, and Vex. Those are the 4 champions we got for the event, and I am honestly so sad on how we got them and how little of effect it did, right? We got Viego, which is the most epic thing that's happened to League of Legends until Arcane, and it's because he's the Rune King. Like, there's been a weapon, there's been an item in the game, I think since the very beginning, referencing him. So that was awesome to see. And like, you have his whole army, but you never have him. So now that we have him, that's really cool. It's just then, as it went on, it was just kind of like lackluster. And they did really cool things where they did like skins where you had the Sentinels that were fighting against him, and then you have to ruin people. That was really cool. And you could see that in LOR, Legend of Terra, the card game, and that was really cool. And they even have unique cards that are just for that, but it just couldn't stay in it. And I think the problem is there wasn't continued content around it. And I feel like the biggest loss for it was like, I think there should have been like at least double or triple the amount of videos coming out, just like showing us more epic battles and kind of what everything's going on. I think the game should have been released if you're going to do this, because wow, the ending to the whole event sucked, right? Because I might be wrong, but my events might be wrong, but they released Viego, had the item, then they had Gwen came out, which kind of revealed like the whole thing with Viego's wife and everything, or girlfriend, like his love interest. And that was cool, right? You know, just a little tidbit there. And we got to see that Senna was carrying a part of her. And then we got Arkshan, which showed more Sentinels and that other people can be Sentinels. And we got to see all these skins, and they did a great job of that. And then he just kind of lost and got sealed away. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, so the Ruination's over. What the fuck's going on with the MMO now? Because we haven't played through that, and I thought they were going to fight and beat Viego. But now that the Sentinels beat Viego, what's going on in the Shadow Isles? And so now I'm waiting for this game that hasn't got released, but the event's over. So now I'm thinking, why do I care about this game now? Because it's already over. It's going to be a bomb game. Like, don't get me wrong. The fact that it's not out yet proves to me that they're putting even more effort into it to make it really good. It's just like, you should have released it during the event. Like, heck, they should have released it at the end of the event and been like, it'd just be utter chaos, right? Because the only cool thing that came out of it was that Thresh is no longer tied to the Shadow Isles. And so, are they all just free to go? Scary thought, but there's my thought. And so I'm just waiting for the MMO game. And then you release Vex, the Yordle of the Shadow Isles, I guess. And it's just like, cool. Like, what is her whole part in the story that's already over, right? And that's what's super lame. And like, she has like a crush on Viego, but like, the story's gone. Like, is she gonna release him? Like, what's going on? And those are the questions that I'm trying to understand, leaving the event behind as Arcane has ramped up. I made this after Arcane's over just because I felt like no one would care about this at all, because Arcane is like thriving right now. And so those are my opinions. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. But I really would say overall, the event was a kind of like a failure. I would get, well, not even fail. I would rank it like a D plus, maybe C minus. I would not give it a passing grade because it lasted a whole year. So it's really hard to keep up the hype and anticipation. And they also released the event basically the same time as all of the other games. No, they didn't. No, they had the teaser, but the event was stretched across all their games. And it just didn't feel like, it just went downhill. Like, all the hype just lost it, and it was supposed to be leveled. It was supposed to be consistent, and they didn't deliver on that, and that's my opinion on the matter. But other than that, just tell me what your thoughts are. If you disagree with me, tell me why. If you like the video, leave a like. I got a new mic, as you can see. So I'm hoping the video quality is really good. I'm going to talk about the new mic and everything going forward with this channel. So if you're here this far, tell me cool mic below.